Hi, I'm Pox.
I'm Couchguy.
I'm Ragable.
You're watching the Two Smart Guys show from the middle of Wyoming. Or nowhere. Same thing.
Well, we're at least in 2 states this time instead of 3.
You know what? With the 3 of us spread out, we make like the Bermuda Triangle.
We do triangulate very well. That's very nice. You're actually right. It does kind of make an interesting I-80 corridor triangle.
Anyways, if you guys are new to the show, we do shows on hacking, mods, tech news, anything that piques our interest that involves getting the most out of your gadgets and electronics.
Well, taking ownership of thy equipment.
Yes. So,
What?
And from time to time, we used to do this fun little thing called the Commute Cast, where me and Ragable used to work together. So during a commute, we'd do a show and just talk about technology, news, and things that are on our mind. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight, because it was the holidays over the weekend, and we didn't really get together a tutorial.
Well, and I guess the first question is, did anybody get anything hackable for around Christmas? Because I don't get anything hackable anymore around Christmas because my family's sick of me breaking stuff.
I got Mario Kart, and so I've been playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I got me a bag. I got the. You've been to Think Geek, right?
Yeah.
The bag of holding.
No.
I got the bag of holding for Christmas. And I got the lovely "No, I will not fix your computer" T-shirt.
Ah.
So
I've always wanted a bag of holding ever since I was a kid.
What's a bag of holding?
it's a D&D thing. It's the bag
Magical
itself.
item that holds it's like a bag of space. You could just put
Santa's
anything
sack. Think of
Yeah.
Santa's sack.
Gotcha. Okay. I can grasp that
Yeah,
concept.
it's a product they sell that's actually just holds a lot of stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of hackable news, but this stuff did catch fire.
What?
Yeah, Hope Girl was cooking tea last night in the microwave and forgot to put water in it, and it lit the microwave on fire.
Tea will catch fire.
And our house stinks.
So, tea flaming.
Yeah, inside the microwave and all sparkly and lit up, and it looked like the pellet stove, but the microwave.
Was it in the bag, or
I think it was in a
loose
bag.
tea? So it potentially had a staple inside there too.
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was sparkling like it did. So that made sense.
Nice. Ting, 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 ting. Yeah. That was always fun.
Remind me, or if you come in with me, tell her that about the staple, because I was telling her you do not
Put metal in the microwave.
Yeah, or you don't heat up your tea in the water in the microwave.
No, you heat up the water and then you add the tea bag.
Yeah. I told her, it's like, well, I've been doing it for a while and it's been fine. Like,
our favorite thing used to be like, okay, so as an ex-smoker, you used to get cigarettes that would just get, you work or something like that, it's all wet. Your cigarettes get wet. And more than one time you'd walk in and, if you toss a pack of cigarettes, it used to be a soft pack or something like that didn't have the metal foil, you could toss a pack of cigarettes in the microwave them a bit, and they dry out. They wouldn't taste the greatest, but you could smoke them.
okay.
Then I used to start smoking hard pack, which had the metal foil.
Oh.
Yeah, it's I can't remember what else. There's something else. Oh, have you put a CD in the microwave?
Yes.
Yep.
CDs in the microwave are fantastic. They're great art too. By the way, art. If you live in a dormitory,
Is that cool with your electrical system?
Oh, it just
Or your
fries the
microwave?
microwave. It fries the microwave over time. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Let's put it this way. We put a fork in a microwave in a friend's microwave, and just let it go for, 30 seconds. And then forever afterwards, it didn't matter if there was anything in there or not, it would spark like that.
That's not cool. You can do that with a grape, though. If you cut it in half and put a toothpick in between it and put it in the microwave, it'll spark.
Yeah.
Just with a grape.
How does that one work?
I don't know the science behind it, but I remember doing it as a kid and it was cool.
I know potatoes will explode depending on what you're doing with those. Potatoes can explode. Interestingly enough, water won't necessarily boil in a microwave. So, they recommend, say you put a cup of water in there, turn it on for 6 minutes, which is obscenely long period of time.
Yeah, the cup will break.
It won't necessarily always boil, but because it doesn't have on a smooth, on glass, it doesn't have anywhere for the air molecules to attach to. So as soon as you put something in it, like your tea bag,
Yeah, then it boils.
it explodes
Yeah.
and burns people.
Yeah, I've done that.
So the thing they say is like put a toothpick or a skewer inside the water when you're doing it.
Huh.
Enough
So
talking about
it's not-
microwaves.
It's not technically boiling over because there's no air for it to.
It didn't have a place. It was the sides of the walls are too smooth for molecules to attach to. Because the air molecule has to attach to something, and then everybody attaches to it, so it gets bigger, and then it boils from that point. Okay, without something to attach to, it's just kind of waiting for that moment to just vaporize. So the minute you put something for it to attach to, they all just attack that one point and vaporize, and it splashes everywhere. There's got to be a video of it on YouTube. I swear into everything holy.
I must know more about this.
There is a YouTube channel that is like microwave this, and this guy like microwaves weird stuff.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Microwave this.
So while you're looking for things exploding on YouTube,
Yeah.
Wow.
While you're there, have you ever watched Epic Mealtime? Because you
I cannot stand that show.
you've got to have some time to get sick after the holidays, right?
I tried to watch one show and I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Huh.
All right, so back away from non-tech news and
yeah.
tech
So
news.
tech hacking news of the week. Big news is that there's finally an untethered jailbreak for iPhone 4s, and actually all iOS devices except the iPhone 4S and iPad 2.
Now, knowing how this works a little bit, do you have to know someone to be able to make this work?
No, well, so the jailbreak's cool. You can do it on anything. That's not the
Okay,
issue.
so the jailbreak-
issue is the Cydia hack, so that you can run it on iPhone 4.
So if you want to run Siri,
You need to get an identifier from somebody that actually has a real
so borrow your
iPhone
friend's
4S.
iPhone 4S, borrow its MAC address.
Yeah, I don't know if it's not really a MAC address. It's like an identifier, but it's kind
Gotcha.
of like that. Like a unique code that's built in that the Apple servers use to authenticate that it's really a real iPhone 4S.
Are you real?
And
yes.
basically, there's like a little on your jailbroken iPhone 4. There's like a little proxy that just kind of wiggles through and
Gotcha.
pretends to be that
Kinda
other person's
sneaks
iPhone
its
4S.
way in there. It's like, hi, we're here.
So I mean, if you want to try
We're here
it,
too.
we'll probably do a tutorial on it, and hopefully it'll work for a while. But I'm sure Apple will put a stop to it sooner or later.
It can't be something that's too difficult to find.
Yeah.
Well, not unless they find out where the request is coming from. If it's coming from vastly different IP addresses.
All they'll have to do is
Yeah.
do a firmware update or something, not a firmware, but just a release update. They will just like do a different unique identifier
Yeah,
ping.
Ragable's right. You'll probably want to have somebody that's on the same carrier in the same town, because otherwise they'll see there's
Why is this
60
guy on the East Coast and the West Coast at the same time?
How come there's 10,000 people with the same phone all over the country, all at the same time accessing the server? They said they will. They'll most likely start banning those people, so they just don't work with Siri.
Yeah, Siri will just look at you and go F yourself. Which is basically what it does to Pox anyway.
When there's kids around, yeah. So that's the scoop so far on that.
So there's the risk of getting banned from the App Store, you said?
No, from being the risk of your
using
phone
Siri.
being banned from Siri, the Siri service.
Because if you're abusing
But-
it.
If you don't have an iPhone 4S to begin with.
Well, your host.
No. Whoever you're borrowing it from would be banned as well.
Oh, that poor soul.
Whomever you're leeching.
Yeah. Like they'll be like, "Oh, come, my Siri doesn't work." They're like, "A hacker must have stole it."
Can you unlock it again? Can you let me back on?
Dirty hackers.
Huh, that's a very odd approach. Punish the innocent.
No, they do it all the time.
Actually, speaking of punishing the innocent, this is something we should actually talk about because we need to actually say something about this. SOPA.
Oh yeah.
SOPA needs to be.
SOPA.
Well,
Now, SOPA.
well, here's the big deal. The thing that
still-
bothers me about it is that the new act, the SOPA,
Yeah. The block,
The-
or the copyright.
the copyright infringement protection BS that's going through that's pushed
Yeah.
through the music industry, if it goes through, shows like this won't exist. Just let you know. Because not only will we be booted from everything to do with because we're technically violating a copyright violation every time we do this kind of stuff, because teaching you how to do this is violating a copyright agreement.
I wouldn't say that.
I
But-
wouldn't agree with that, but
Yeah, but
I-
what they could do and what they've done
certain-
before, like on YouTube, is they'll be like, look, it says hacking in the title. It's a show about hacking. That hacking can be used to do copyright. We'll take it down unless you appeal it. So the big companies, like Sony was the one that was doing it with their PSP hacking shows. They'd be like, turn them off, turn them off, turn them off.
Well, that's the thing. Like, okay, Apple could do the same thing. A lot of these, companies could do the
But
same
the really
thing.
scary thing is they block it on the DNS level. So functionally, and the big worry is like sites like Tumblr or like even like Facebook or anything where you post a link to it, potentially could shut down that whole site that's hosting the link. So
Well,
it could
I don't even
really
think that
break
you have
the
to
way the
worry
internet
about-
works.
I don't think you have to worry about Facebook. I think you have to worry about new companies.
Yeah.
Because
It would stifle innovation.
Who wants to get stuck with Facebook the rest of their life? The next Facebook is what's going to get screwed by this.
Yeah, very much so.
Not to mention your
So what can people do about it?
personal. You just need to call your congressman and just say, "Stop it."
Speak up, speak out.
You need
Don't
to say
support
something.
Companies like GoDaddy that support SOPA.
They backpedaled.
You know why? Because every one of these IT companies that have been backing SOPA have been asked to not show up to events.
Yeah.
When GoDaddy gets a letter saying, "By the way, please don't come to our event
I can't
because we
remember
don't want you around."
the number, but I think
21,000.
21,000
domains
people is
jumped.
how many
Yeah.
people jump ship on GoDaddy.
Yeah.
In like one, it was like one
first
day,
couple of
wasn't it?
days.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is really MPPA. That's all that really is big behind this, because they basically are freaking out because honestly, Netflix has taken my biggest market share of reason why people don't buy their their movies anymore.
And the thing is there's already hacks around it. The people have already developed alternate DNSs and
it's not
so
the
the only
piracy
people
that's the biggest.
so it
biggest
wouldn't
issue.
stop the pirates at all in
No.
any way, shape, or form.
No. But what it
So-
will stop is idle use. Things like playing a clip inside of a YouTube video or something like that when you're just trying to redo a video. Who knows? There's all kinds of things you could have that. It doesn't matter. It's not right to have this kind of overbearing crap going on. So
Anyways.
it doesn't matter if
Purpose
you're
of the
over
internet
18 and you're a
goes
voter.
against what the internet was intended for, or how just the free and open nature of the internet.
The internet-
must be preserved.
As it stands, there's been absolute proof that free and open information in a free market economy can work without massive legislation. This adds massive legislation. So
It would be like the Great Firewall of China if it goes through.
it would very much so.
And that's
Yeah,
so look up how that works out over there. It doesn't. The people that want to go places do, and
Well, it works, but not to mention, there's fines involved if if you're over 18 and you're a voter, call your congressman, call your senator, call somebody who is involved with this, and just say something. It doesn't
And if
matter.
you're not 18, go bug your parents.
Yeah, just tell your parents like, hey, by the way, this is my future, not yours. You're already gone with it, so it's I want to have the internet free and clear.
all right. Well,
Hey, isn't that like Verizon's something free and clear?
oh, it was some company at some point in time.
Probably Sprint.
Yeah. Anywho,
Anything else?
anything
tech-
of significance, or we should wrap this puppy up and get out of here? It's cold. Oh, the touchpad. There's an update for
Oh.
the touchpad if you want to update that.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna have to do that.
If there's demand in the comments below, we'll probably do an episode on it, but it's pretty straightforward. You just kind of download a zip and move it over there and run your recovery mod. And
It's very similar to how it originally, because now you have Clockwork Mod, so you can do whatever you want.
But yeah, they fixed a lot of little bugs and stuff. It's still alpha, but it's much better Android on the touchpad. And that's just
We'll play with it. We'll play with it. It's it might be a 2-second do this.
And
Done.
And in the coming weeks, we'll do some more episodes on the Wi-Fi. Let me know if you guys like that, and we'll do more on it. We got CES coming up in 2 weeks.
Which means that
Yeah, so it's not next week, but it's the next week.
Pox is gonna be gone to watch all the pretty lights.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you're not. You mean not?
No, I think I'll get it to work out.
Hoping you don't need to buy a plane ticket.
No, I'm just gonna drive down, but I got reservations. And I got the pass and everything, so it's like. Anyways, stay tuned.
CES might happen. Maybe not.
It should.
Keep watching to find out.
All right.
Down with SOPA.
See you guys next week.